in the cut. Today's episode is going to be featuring the Wolves of Liberty MC. This is a club that I've known for a long time. They've been around the MC community for a long time, and I'm really looking forward to getting to know them better in terms of what goes on behind the scenes and how they run their club, and some of the things that they do a little bit differently than some of the other MCs that we have featured on this series in the past. So today I have with me the national president, WFFW Wanted. Pardon me, I almost went by your old name. How you doing, Wanted?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Dude, I want to say thank you so much for being willing to hop on such short notice. I literally hit you up like, what, a few hours ago and said, hey, do you want to do one?
Yeah, it was about 3 hours ago, yeah.
So I gotta say, I really appreciate it. I know this is a club that I have wanted to feature in the past for a long time. So I'm really excited to be able to get a chance to play with you guys and get to know some of you a little bit better. So thank you very much. I appreciate it.
No, we appreciate you having us.
So I'm gonna ride over to wherever you are on the map right now. Tell us a little bit of background about your club, Wanted. How long have you been around, and what console did you start on? That kind of thing.
So we originally started on the 360, but we weren't around for too long. We set up there. I was on it, and then I moved to PS3 because I shifted because I was getting the PS4. So I continued, switched it over, set up a charter on PS3. That was on October 23rd, and basically 4 years ago. We've been going ever since. When I come over to PS4, we kind of left it as a little break. I left the PS3 charter running with my brother, which is SAS Blaze. He kept things going, kept the club going, kept everything running, whilst I was figuring out the next steps of how to get things going on the PS4. So basically we started going from there. Did a few mistakes, as everyone has done in the past, tried to find a way and sort of realised it wasn't the way. So, but yeah, been happily going ever since. Been pretty much running.
Yeah, I think you and I talked about this in the past. I was under the impression that you guys had shut down, but I didn't realize your club has been active continuously for these 4 years. You were just active on other consoles. Is that
Yeah, the PS4, it may have looked like we shut down. Basically, I give the impression of everyone, look, we're going away, blah blah, this, that, and the other. There was too much heat. There was too much anger and everything in the MC at the time. We had everything going, as most people would know, as a thing called the bug spray, and it was just a constant go, getting messages every day, hate messages, and I just was like, this is just not for me. So we retreated back to just being a family, getting to know each other, relaxing, friends-only sessions, earning our money that way. And we just sort of took our time away.
Yep.
And it was about 6 months before we decided, right, okay, we'll start opening the ranks again, start going out and try and recruit people. And that's when everyone was like, oh, you disbanded. I was like, well, okay, we'll let you believe what you want to believe, but people that know us will know the truth.
Yeah, sure. So I think, to me, I think that's probably not unique. There's a tremendous amount of, for lack of a better term, hatred and animosity. I think some of it, a little bit of, kind of healthy rivalries are, a good thing. They help to make the game a little bit more fun. But it does get kind of out of hand. So I can definitely relate to the desire to take a breather. And what'd you say? You said that was about, for what, like 6 months? You guys just kind of played primarily in friends' lobbies and that kind of thing and hung out together on your own?
Yeah. That's pretty much what it was. We took on a few people from another crew that we knew, and basically we was just sort of mingling, getting used to each other. Yep. So yeah, about 6 months we decided to not really do anything but friends onlys and sort of heists, really.
Yep. And how about now? Now are you guys a lot more active in public sessions? I certainly see you a lot more in public sessions than I
Yeah,
did for a while.
yeah. We tend to not stay in friends only. We venture out all the time now.
Yeah.
Like you say, we keep ourselves to ourselves. As most other people know us, I don't get involved in the whole back and forth with the trash talk. I just keep myself to myself, and so does the club. Anyone that does the trash talking, usually we go through the right procedures and say, look, you cut it out. That's not what we're about. So.
Yeah. Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So, why don't you tell me who you got here with you today? You said you were going to bring out some of your founding members. Who do you got here with you today?
Yeah. So here on my left and on your right is Iceman. He's been with us for the best part of about 3 years now.
Okay.
He is our secretary.
He looked like Clay from Sons of Anarchy.
Yep.
Is that what you were going for with your character? It is so
He actually
funny.
does kind of look like him as well.
That's like the best Clay I've ever seen in the game, though, to be honest. That's really
And then we got Gemma at the bar as well.
yeah,
Perfect.
exactly right. That's so funny. And Iceman,
then,
I'm sorry, I didn't catch it. So what rank do you hold in the club, Iceman? Secretary? And how long have you been in that post? Okay. What kind of things does the secretary do for the club? Gotcha. Okay. So you're into that sort of thing, huh? Graphic design and so forth? And do you do that professionally as well, or is that just primarily something you like to... Yeah? So now you have another little creative outlet for yourself, supporting the club. That's great. That's great. Well, thank you very much for getting on at such short notice. I really appreciate it. Who else we got wanted?
So we'll go from your left, far left, and inwards. So Gunslinger there, he is our tail gunner. He's been with us for the best part about 8 months now.
Outstanding. How you doing, Gunslinger?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
What made you want to join this club?
Well, they were one of the most active clubs that I've seen, and a lot of clubs talk about loyalty and everything like that, and I've seen a lot throughout my time backstab each other and stuff like that. And I've seen quite a few where they treat even the prospects that like shit, where with this club it's all about respect. Even prospects and hang-arounds get respected. It's all about loyalty. Everyone comes together like a true family. That really stood out to me.
That's outstanding. Yeah, we treat our prospects like absolute dirt. And we're not sorry for it if any of the prospects are watching. You're lower than dirt. Trash randoms. Hope you quit today. Sorry. Who else we got with us? And thanks again, Gunslinger. I appreciate you coming out on short notice, man.
The one thing Gunslinger forgot to add as well, his former crew that he was with actually did a patch over with us, and he was the one that actually stuck with us through the 8 that joined.
Wow. That's great.
Yeah. Oh, it was good. We got here now, which is the famous Grace.
I know Gray quite well. How you
She
doing,
is our
Gray?
enforcer.
Nice to see you. I see Gray out there in free mode all the time, holding it down.
Yep.
Gray, how long you been with the club?
I don't know, probably about what?
She's hitting near
August?
enough a year mark. She's on 10 months now.
That's great.
About 10 months.
That's great. The way you said it, it sounds like it feels like it's been a lot longer than that.
Oh yeah. It seems that, but yeah, this crew is basically family.
That's
We look
great.
out for one another and shit like that. So yeah.
You think this is your last club? You ever gonna go anywhere, or is this it for you?
No, I ain't going nowhere. I've already told one and I ain't going nowhere.
That's great. What do you do as enforcer for the club? What does that mean?
Plow the rules. Make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm. What are some of the rules that you got to keep an eye out for?
make sure if like any prospects are getting out of hand or anything like that. If they are, or breaking a bylaw, I have to remind them and shit.
Yep.
Just let them know that you're breaking like a bylaw. Just give them a warning. Like the first time, give them a warning and stuff like that. And that's really about it.
Gotcha.
That I know of.
You ever have to put anybody in probation?
No, I don't think so. No.
I can't believe I'm in probation. I got more of my probation.
I still can't believe you're in it myself.
Kid, I'm always in friggin' probation. So irritating. But that's, you know, it's important to have rules, and you got to hold people accountable when they screw up. So
Oh yeah.
I definitely screwed up, and you know, I'm gonna do my time. But thank you very much for getting on, Gray. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Right here we've got Serb. He's the lagger.
The lagger.
Yeah.
He's probably the one everybody says has DNS codes, right? Because he's teleporting around.
Yep,
the lobbies.
definitely.
Yeah. He gets
Yeah.
those messages every day. Serb, are you on mic?
Yes, man, I'm on the mic.
How you doing?
Not bad, man. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. What time is it in your part of the world right now?
It's actually 9:50, so 10 to 10.
Wow. Thank you very much for getting on late. I appreciate that very much.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Serb, how did you come to know these guys?
Well, I was just in a lobby, riding on my bike. I was kind of a solo player, not any crews at the moment. And I was just seeing them in the lobby. And I was like, man, I'm interested in joining MC. Are you guys still recruiting? And that's how I met them. And basically, through these 8 months, I got to know them, and now I'm the sergeant at arms.
What was it about them that, in terms of what you saw in the lobby, that made you say, you know, this is something I want to get down with?
Well, as I said, I was like a solo player, so you say I could say like a lone wolf, and I wanted to see how it feels to be in a pack.
I got you. What's the Rudyard Kipling quote? I bet you know it. What's the Rudyard Kipling quote?
I can't put my finger on it.
The strength of the wolf is the pack, and the strength of the pack is the wolf.
Yeah.
It's longer than that, but that's my favorite part of it.
No, it is, yeah. No, like you say, we met Serb. We was riding through. He was just there by himself, just sort of like daydreaming at everything, not really doing much. And he hit one of our guys up, and was like, well, you know, if you want to come and relax. So we put him through into the support, and then we brought him into the hang grounds, and he's been flying through it since then. He's seen the rough scenes, and he's seen the smooths as well. So look, he's been there through it. It's good.
Serb, your English is outstanding. Is English your first language, or did you have to pick it up somewhere along the way?
No, the first language, obviously in Serbia, is Serbian.
Mm-hmm.
But my dad taught me English because I watched a lot of movies when I was younger, and I used to ask him if he could translate it from Serbian to English.
Yeah.
That's how I basically learned.
That is awesome. What were your favorite English movies growing up?
I kind of like The Godfather, like Scarface,
Yeah.
Goodfellas, movies like that.
I love it. So when you first started speaking English, were you saying like motherfucker every 5 words and like stuff like that? Like, I'm trying to imagine if that's where you learned how to speak English. That would be pretty gangster.
Well, basically, yeah. At one point, I actually knew more words in English than I knew in my own language.
Wow, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. Well, tell your pops, job well done. Really well done. Very impressed.
Yeah.
Who's this guy wanted? Thank you again.
So that is Arcadia. He has been a long time member. He's been here about a year and a few months now.
Okay.
So he's currently, as you can see on his back, he'll have a different rocker. So he's got a different back patch
Toledo
on
Bay.
his thing.
Yep.
That's the inactive crew. So at the moment he's on, but he's not on. He's taking some time away. So when he comes back, he so then he don't lose the patch.
Mm-hmm.
So we put them over in Polito Bay because that's pretty much where we don't ever really venture to. So that's where they are.
Okay. Very good. Is Arcadia on mic or no?
No, Arcadia's in the game chat.
Okay.
We've got Meathound here that's on the mic.
Hey, Meathound.
One, he's turned up late.
Yo, how you doing, man? Right?
How's your internet today?
About as bad as Seb's.
Terrible. How many times have you've lagged out? What, 4 or 5 times already?
I was DDoS earlier, so that might be a problem.
Oh man, that stinks. So tell me about that. Was it somebody in the lobby with you? Did somebody threaten you and then pop you off, or what?
No, he was just standing around, and the next thing I know, I've been booted out of everything.
Wow.
There weren't that many people in the lobby, so I'm not sure what happened.
Is it something that has happened in the past, or is this just sort of like a one-off occurrence?
No, it happens to us.
Yeah, it happens to me a lot. But that's okay. All you do is unplug your router for a half hour, and you'll get a new IP address, and you can get right after it again. And whoever the virgin was that kicked you will have to go through the trouble of getting your new IP address. It literally just takes a few minutes to get a new IP, so not a big deal. So tell me about Meathound. What do you do in the club? What's your rank within the club?
I am the vice president and the prospects and hangarounds manager.
Okay. How long have you been with the club?
Just a little over 6 months.
6 months? Great. What did you do before joining this club?
Not much. I very rarely played GTA. I'm sort of more of a Call of Duty.
You're a little bit of a tryhard.
No, not really. I very rarely played it. If I did, it would get killed, rage quit, go back on Call of Duty.
Gotcha. And
that's about it, really.
How often do you play now?
Pretty much every day.
And is that primarily because of these guys to your left and right?
Yep. It's hard to get off when they're on.
Yeah, I'll bet. And I notice a broad range of accents, so you're covering a whole bunch of different time zones. How often are you guys able to all get together? Is it like every night? You sort of overlap?
Every day.
Every day. Huh?
Yeah. It runs because at the moment I'm currently missing 3 Aussies. They was gonna try and make it on, but they couldn't. Okay. So people in the UK sort of cross over in the morning with them. Then the people in the UK play through the night, which then hit the US, and obviously Serb is in my time zone, and the prospect over there, Andy, we're in the European time zone.
Yeah.
So we sort of on at the same time.
That's great. That's really great. So Meathound, you said you manage the prospects?
Yep, and the hangarounds.
What's that process look like in terms of joining Wolves? Like, where do you start? You start out as a hangaround, you said?
Yeah, you start out a hangaround, so it's a 4-week stage of hangarounds, so you'll be standing guard, making sure nobody's sneaking up and trying to kill us, and just watching out for your fellow brothers or sisters.
And then after that 4 weeks, what happens?
Then a vote will go up for being put forward into prospecting, and then you do the same again for prospecting, which is another 4 weeks. Gotcha. And then you earn your patch.
So no less than 8 weeks then to earn a patch.
So, well, basically, he's sort of they're quite short on talking these tonight for some reason. But what it is they go through. There's a 4-week minimum term in each one.
Yeah.
But half of the time we do encounter hiccups, problems, which then prolong it. So it can be anywhere between 4 to 8 weeks in each one, and then it all depends on the vote getting passed as well. So as long as the vote gets passed, it will move up. We've only had ever about 3 people make it through the shortest term.
Okay.
But yeah, really, what it is I forgot to say that we test them as well. So we do little endurance runs, team building. So basically, we do little scenarios of running up Mount Chiliad, but being able to use the tactics of being able to cheat. So, in other words, knock the other person over, blah, blah, to get to the top, to basically give them an extra credit, because when it comes down to being patched in, we go through a quiz, we make sure that they know the bylaws, we make sure that they know stuff before they get patched in. So it's called our patching ceremony.
Okay.
So we have things written down to test them, to make sure that they know what they're doing, where they're supposed to be doing it, and basically quizzing them on the bylaws. And if they get it wrong, they have to wait a further week to be patched in. They only get one chance, and they have to wait a week, and that's even if the vote then gets passed.
Gotcha.
Again.
Gotcha. And how would somebody, if someone wanted to join the club, how does one go about that? Where do they go for information? What's your process look like for that?
The process is we have a website which has got all of the O9s on it, which then also has the prospect and handground manager. It has these PSN detail on there. Anyone that's wanting to get in contact with us is basically through the website. We're always on the recruitment posts. We've got Instagram, which you posted up today.
Yep.
So if anyone's ever interested, then it's not hard to find us. Just look for the WFFW tag. Try not to mistake us with the Warlocks.
Right.
We get that quite a bit. But yeah, so we don't tend to have people go with an application. We've tried that on our website, but not too many people follow it, as we're not quite as well known as a few other clubs. You know, we tend to keep ourselves to ourselves, like we said, so we're not on many people's tongues, per se.
Yeah, I got you.
So,
well, I just posted a link in the chat to both your website and your Instagram. So if people want to learn more
thank
about
you very much.
the Wolves, yeah, they can go over to that Wix site and check out. There's a ton of information on that. And then, your Instagram as well. I posted that in the chat. So if anybody wants to go and bookmark that, check it out later, you can. Why don't we, if you don't mind, let's mount up here and go for a quick ride, and then we will go and
as you may notice, the bikes.
What's that?
As you may notice, our bikes.
Oh yeah, we'll check those out when we get to where we're going. Where do I want to go? I know where I want to go. I just made I literally just made a new photo map. So, I'm going to head over to that location real quick because it gives me an excuse to talk about that as well. And I'm going to grab my bike. Yeah, one of the things that I really want to talk to you about is your Wolves of Liberty are a very different kind of MC relative to some of the others that I have featured on the program in the past. Like I say, you know, the other clubs that have been featured generally, with the exception of like Banished Breed, follow very strict 1% code. And I'm interested to hear from you sort of how Wolves of Liberty manages that differently, because I can tell you right now, as soon as I put out the announcement that you guys were going to be on today, my DMs were instantly flooded with, Dirty, you know they're a military crew, you know they're 99ers, right?
I know.
I have certainly, you know, when I'm in a lobby with you guys, it seems to me like you almost have like two sides of the family. I see an MC that plays traditionally with ARs, and then I see like tanks and jets and helicopters and all kinds of other stuff. So I guess what I really want to understand is that's obviously, you know, again, you know the community that we all operate within. That's going to be generally frowned upon by a lot of clubs in the community.
Oh yeah.
So I'm interested to learn more from you, sort of, from directly from you, what it's about.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my question to them is actually I need to find out where you want them to go.
Let's see. That's a good question. If you don't mind, I'll hop on your bike real quick.
Yep.
And I'll put a waypoint down. You can take us out there. Can you make? Wow, dude, I love that bike. That bike is gorgeous. Just set it. This is gonna be. Somebody's gonna screenshot this. This is terrible.
Yo, why is it like that? There you go.
Alright, we're gonna have to do this fast before they screenshot it. Like,
Yep,
dirty's in property. Get off quick. Oh, somebody already got that. I'm so done. I'm so done. That's gonna be all over Instagram.
It was already on there as soon as you got on the bike. You didn't have to go in the pause.
Oh, for real? Oh, man.
Yep.
You have such big, strong shoulders. It was really nice, I gotta tell you.
Thank you very much.
Alright, there we go. Alright, so tell me about it. Yeah, like I say, when I see you guys rolling with tanks and jets and, you know, all of that kind of stuff, again, I think for people who don't understand your club, right away, that's going to make a bad impression. So tell me about what the rationale is behind that, what the parameters are, and so forth.
So my question is the MC community sick of the 99ers coming in with their jets, their new DeLoreans, and the new permanently off-radar helicopters, and pretty much not being able to do anything to them, because you're not really going to shoot down a helicopter or a jet with an AR, are you, really?
Right.
So basically my format was, well, technically I can't really beat them, so why don't I set up a military side to fight them? So then my MC side can deal with MC stuff and fight with ARs and keep it traditional and keep it 1%. And the military side can go about and fly the airplanes and kill the airplanes all to all the galore that they want to. So, in that way, it also keeps them away from the MCs, because there is a strict rule and policy on the it's called the HS side. There's a strict rule and policy that they do not touch MCs with their military vehicles. If they are going to fight them, they need to change over into their MC gear, which is obviously your vest, no bulletproof helmets, and strictly, you know, your 1% side, and fight them with ARs. If that's not something you're wanting to do, then you leave the session. There has been a few hiccups in the process of that, where we have had people kill an MC, but they have been through the disciplinary actions. They have been removed from the hit squad, as it's called, and basically we're now sort of running on full capacity with that they're not to touch MCs. So our weapon wheels are open, as we're not as strict as other clubs. My policy is, back on the PS3, it wasn't as strict as what it is now. So basically, I'm like you say, I'm from PS3. So mine was, if you're going to use those weapons upon me, then I'm going to use them back at you. So I won't resort to essentially. So I'm not going to use an auto shotgun. I'm not going to use an RPG. Now, if I've got someone that is completely try-hard, that is in a military crew, that's corner shooting the galore, then yes, I will use an AR, and I will use my grenade to throw it towards them, not to kill them. If it kills them, then, you know, it kills them. But it is to clearly get them off the corner, so they move away from the corner, so we can then advance. Because, to be honest with you, there's so many glitches you can do now, shooting through the walls, getting you... Like, I'm not bothered. Most people go on about, oh yeah, KD this, KD that. We're not bothered about it. All we want to do is have a fair fight. You know, if you want to fight us legit. Don't do all your cheap tactics, you know? So, that's all it is really to it. So, yeah, we do have that side, but that's just mainly to deal with any other problems. I can guarantee you, half of the time when I go into a session, that if we've got the hit squad there, just the sheer presence of them being in a tank and what have you, most military crews don't even bother coming over towards us. We've had it where they've just gone away and started attacking some random and left us to earn money. So really, the sort of, what I'd say, they're more of an ornament kind of thing, but it's also, they're like a second family. You know, everyone's always going on about MCs and how they're a brotherhood and they're a family. Well, people don't understand that. The people that we picked up from the hit squad, they've needed help, they've needed a family, they've needed people there to help them through some tough times as well. Some people forget that they're not just tryhards, it's also people that have actually got problems as well. So, not saying everyone is like that in that case, but you know, we're there to help people. We care about other people's well-beings more than we do being the best and well-known club.
Gotcha. So is it safe to say, so you essentially, if I'm hearing you correctly, you have at least two elements to your crew, one side of which is a GTA MC, the other side of which is essentially a military support crew. Is that an accurate summation?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Okay. And then for for the MC side, you stick to ARs only when you're fighting other MCs who are using ARs only.
Yeah.
But you have the freedom to go full weapon wheel if somebody is not using ARs only, for example, is playing. You know,
yeah. So if we've got a mixture of 99ers and a mixture of the MCs, we'll stick with ARs because you don't know who the crossfire is gonna get and what have you. We try and stick to the ARs only. Anyone that sends me a screenshot of my guys using the other stuff, we do go through the discipline route. We have actually demoted people from 09 positions and from other positions before for using weapons upon another MC that are, you know, 1%ers. And I respect the 1% rule. If you're not a pop-up MC and you just want to use all the weapons you got on me, then we're gonna do it the same back. We're not gonna give you the courtesy that we'll give the likes of the Reaper Lords, the Banshees, or any other MC that have been there and gone through those processes in it. So.
Got you. So is it safe to say that your club is a 99% club then? I mean, you know, if it's not a 1% club, right? It's a 99% club, right? I mean,
so
is that a fair statement?
Yeah. Everyone would like to put us in the 99% category. I would refrain from actually saying we're an actual 99 or 1%. We are our own MC. So everyone always says, people go on about being, when you see the Instagram post of someone being on top, my statement is, what are you on top of? What is this MC community?
Right.
So, like, we took the 1% diamond off for a sheer fact of everyone this is 1%, and that's no questions asked. Now, I agree with ARs only, and we will use ARs only. But, like I said, there is times where the weapon wheel is free. Yeah. So we do have some boundaries. We don't use RPGs on people on foot. We don't use any other sort of stuff like that. We will use, if there is a 99 using a marksman, then obviously most of the time we try and get on a bike to go over towards that person. If not, then basically there is the odd one person or two people that can use a marksman, which the only two people that are usually allowed in this crew to use a marksman is the sergeant at arms and the enforcer, just to basically allow us to get time to get our bikes and go.
I got you. They provide sort of like Overwatch protection.
Yeah, a cover kind of thing, yeah. So
I think that one of the terms that I hear a lot lately on like Instagram and places like that to describe clubs that play that way is essentially, like, they call it 0%. And you're doing a good job of explaining, you know, how you run your crew. I guess, you know, I'm looking to put it into some kind of context. Again,
so if you want to put us in that, then we'll say we're 0%. Yeah. Like, if you want to put us in a context, then 0%, because you won't see me coming up to you with an auto shotgun. You won't see me coming up with you with an RPG. Now, I may use certain tactics to get certain people off, you know, certain scenarios, but I wouldn't necessarily use the likes of an RPG to blow someone up.
But like,
So yeah, 0%.
I got you. Now, if somebody is like, let's say for example, you're fighting another MC, and they're primarily sticking to ARs only, but
Yeah.
if they're like blind firing, for example, would you be free to throw a sticky bomb at them in sort of that kind of a situation, or is that something where you have to stick to ARs only still?
No, stick to ARs only. So if it's an MC, we'll stick to ARs only. So if someone's corner shooting, my terminology was only for 99ers. If we're fighting an MC and they're sticking to walls or corner shooting or whatever term that everyone wants to use it, we try and use flanking.
Yep.
And don't rush into an alleyway what someone's shooting down of and using cover to shoot you. Flank around the sides and then hopefully flush them out. If they don't flush them out, then they're going to kill themselves. So, because they know they're surrounded.
Right.
It's usually tends how it works. So, we try and stick, well, not try to, we do stick to ARs only. And there has been odd cases where that hasn't happened. And like I said, people have been sort of like your own case, going into probation. People, they get demoted. So when they come back, they're not in that position anymore. They have to work that however weeks up back into that position to be able to be considered as a higher role.
Gotcha. So they got to kind of lead by example, so to speak.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. And how long? Tell me about the military support side. Is it sort of? And you don't have to tell me necessarily specific numbers, but are we talking? Is it the same size as the MC side of the crew, or is it bigger or smaller?
There's about at the moment there's about 6, maybe 7.
Yep.
So, what it is it's either people that have faded out of the MC life and still want to keep connected and want to do things, i.e. SAS Blaze. He's my actual brother in real life, no blood brother. He he got sick of being ARs only. After 4 years, he was like, no, I want to hand in the towel. I want to give up, but I want to carry on playing with you guys. I want to be able to use my own weapons. So I was like, right, okay, what can we do here? So that's when we all, as an MC, put forward how about a military side to deal with the tanks and the helicopters and the airplanes that come after us, bring them into the lobby. We wasn't actually intending them to be with us every single day. We was intending them to be with us to do events, to do other things, to bring us all closer, but was also intending them to go off and do their own thing and, play how they play.
Right.
But as you said, when you've come into sessions, you've seen them with us. I try and tend to keep them out of any military vehicles until needed.
Yep.
One, because like you said, doesn't look too good. We don't particularly like it, when we're riding down the road. We don't want a tank following behind us, I'd rather someone, I don't mind someone in a car, because they don't want to ride, but I don't want to exactly see, a tank or an airplane really behind me.
Yeah.
So there has been a few occasions where the club's thinking, do we go back to just being completely old school? But there has been a good numerous amount of times where we've not come across an MC and all we've been fighting is militaries, and our side of that has helped us out to earn money and not just be completely dominated, where we having to look on GTA's loading screen.
Right. So was that your primary motivation, was, for example, like grinding CEO and grinding MC missions to be able to make money in the game?
Yeah, to earn money.
Yeah, so then you had essentially some heavy weapons support if needed?
Yeah, so whenever you're trying to do your cargo, if someone's trying to do the bunker or a sales, someone in a jet comes over, there's 2 mil gone. You're like, I didn't even get to defend it. I'm in a big boat driving across the ocean, and this jet's just come over and blew it up. So it's just mainly protection so you can get stuff done. So they come, they ride with us, they get on bikes, they ride. So they're not all just military. People just see them as, oh, they're in the tank. They actually do get on bikes and ride with us in events and any other stuff.
Gotcha. All right. Well, listen. Let's kick off the playlist and hop in there. And I'll be interested to hear from some of the other members of the MC. Just sort of like what are some of the challenges they have in trying to maintain both an MC and military side of a crew in GTA, particularly in this community. It's got to be tough. It's got to be tough. So who has the playlist wanted?
That'll be Andy.
Andy? Okay. You want to message him?
I've already sent him a message. Yep. Done. Solid.
Awesome. I'm gonna take a walk across the street here real quick. I'm gonna run because it's a little bit far. There's a new map that I just made today. I want to see if I actually got to the right place or not when we came over here. But yeah, I just created a new photo map. You guys, what do you guys like to do? Are you very active? I know you have obviously the Instagram page. Are you very active on YouTube or Twitter or anywhere else?
Unfortunately, we've not found anyone that's too keen on the whole YouTube editing at this moment in time. So we tend to try and stick to pictures, try and do as best as we can, try and take a few tips off other people that do them. At the moment, I've not managed to get into any of these, photo shoot things that you yourself and other people have set up. So I've been trying to get into some of them. But yeah, we usually tend to go into sessions, find a nice place, try and set the scene and just ride, just try and show people, us together riding. Done a scene the other day who's basically going to collect some money from a store, just general sort of bit of role play, just add a bit of character into it.
Yeah, no doubt. So, Meathound, are you on the mic?
I am.
Meathound, how much grief do you get from the community for having military support?
Me personally, I've not had that much apart from the odd 99er calling you a 99er, but that's about it really. Me personally, I try to stick with ARs, but I don't mind taking a loss.
Let me see here. Okay, team's looking good. Uh-oh. Good gunslinger, Serb, Grays on the other side. This is gonna be fun. What map is this? I didn't look when we set up. It looks like concrete. Is this concrete?
Yeah, it is. It's concrete with a little bit of a twist.
Got you. Whoa, somebody needs to get whacked. Yo, who's this Stony? Let me hit this fool real quick. Yeah, fuck out of here, dude. Sorry, pardon my language. Alright, let's go. I'm back. Alright, so I'm sorry, you said this is, what map is this? I've never seen this before. Wanted, you just ripped a three-piece. You just ripped a three-piece. Nice work. We're way out on top. We're out by 5 so far. It's funny, the red jackets are throwing me off because I associate red with the enemy team.
Yeah. I can easily put an outfit on that we use for a war outfit.
No, it's fine. I'm just saying it's just a coincidence. What the? Come on now. There we go. There we go. Alright, there's that two-piece. I couldn't get my shots off. I don't know why they weren't registering.
Nah, joke is on our side. The only person you need to sort of semi-look out for, I would say, is Serving Grace.
Yeah, Serb just hit me with that backflip. Switch guns here real quick. Seems like I need the extra mag. Bad spot out here in the open. I'm gonna fall back. A whole bunch of these guys.
Yeah, I was kind of in the middle of them all.
Nice
I didn't
shooting me
realise.
down.
Thank you.
What up, Diablo?
Oh,
Welcome,
God.
Sour Pickle. How you doing? Do you play anything other than job
Hey,
types? Yeah, so what do you guys like to do when you're not in free mode, grinding missions and that sort of thing? What do you guys like to do as a club?
We tend to get ready, get together with Grimm Lords, have been a great club that's always been attending some of our events. Just
What
try
kind
and
of
get
events?
people together. So we'll get to do it together, do it through friendly fight night, just have a general laugh, put a bit of a twist on it, go old western and do your old standoff and try and kill each other with the revolvers and what have you. So it's just general having a laugh, getting together, doing something different rather than just, like you say, being in a lobby fighting, grinding money.
Right.
If we're not doing that, then we will usually sort of tend to, we do play Battlefield a lot. So
Battlefield?
we class ourselves as not just a GTA like group. We're more of a gaming group, so we like to, anything that we can play together, we like to sort of team up on and try and go
That's great.
at it. So
Help to keep a little spice in the relationship, so to speak.
yeah, pretty much.
That's fantastic. So Battlefield is one of the games that you like to play. What other games do you guys like to play as a group?
At the moment, people are obviously playing. Quite a few people playing that Fortnite.
Yep.
We've got
No way!
Siege.
You got me. All right. Yep.
And I think that's about it really. Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 1 we flicked between. Sort of old school and new. Well,
Gotcha.
technically it's not. It's new and really old because it's the World War in it. So
Right.
yeah, that's pretty much what we do. It's either that or GTA.
Oh, somebody shoot me from behind. Yep, I got Gray right behind me. That was a close one. Good looking out there. Thanks for getting my back. Idiot just saved my life. Somebody just stole my kill, son of a... No, no, no! I got somebody behind me again.
Oh, not behind you. I'm on it.
No, I gotta reload! Whoa. Oh, nice shot me down.
Some of them, I don't like it. Oh, that 3-piece. Damn it.
This map can be.
Gotcha.
Oh man, Meow got my number.
I have my moments. God
Yeah.
dang it.
I'll say it like I've always said it. We're more of a more of a relaxing club. People will know it. You know, I'm not gonna out there and say that we're great at shooting. You know, but the one thing that remains the same is we'll stick together no matter what. We're family, so
Yep.
we, you know.
So what kind
it
of
doesn't
people are you
matter
look for
how
when you
good
recruit? What kind of people are you looking for?
We're mainly looking for people that are wanting to just relax and enjoy the game for what it was, which is, you know, it's a great game. That really, you know, what other games can you go about and ride in a group of, you know, 30 when you can get a group of 30 on, and stuff like that. And we look for people that just want to do sort of stuff like that. Just get in there and just find a family, someone that's going to support you through a lot of stuff. No, I'm gonna openly admit it. I've been through a lot with this club, and a few of these guys have brought me back from the brink of, you know, some really dark places. So, and I've been there for some of them as well, through exactly the same. So it's the connection that you share with the people that you can truly call family. It's not just a GTA crew. You know, we are. That's what we pride ourselves on. You know?
Gotcha. Yo, this dude is like teleporting around. I don't know who that was. Somebody just went literally like disappeared.
Probably Serb.
Yeah, I was about to say it was probably Serb.
Oh, Gracie's very hard to kill. She seems to eat a lot of bullets.
Don't good. Nice.
Whoa.
What's with my controller, man? Doesn't want to move.
Yeah, 3 against 1. Go chill on a flip flop.
Oh shit.
He was trying to give you a bit of advice. He was telling you not to group up.
Yeah, you can't group up. If you group up, you block each other's shots.
True to that.
Shots your lost dice, man. Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa,
Damn.
Jokey, you just jumped back into San Andreas.
The kids' internet's worse than mine, to be honest.
No, but
What?
I wouldn't go that far.
So where did most of your new recruits come from? Do they primarily come in through Instagram or?
They come through just seeing us in a lobby, really. You'll see us in a lobby, a bit like Serb did, and basically hit us up from there. So that's why we try and stay as much as we can in public lobbies. We tend to stay away from the drama. Like, if a fight comes to us, we'll tend to, you know, any MCs on a battle and stand the ground. But most of the time, we just prefer to just chill, be in a public lobby, and try and find new people.
Gotcha.
What?
It's like a lot of people probably slate me for saying this, but like even maybe yourself, but people going on about DTMC.
Who? Never heard of them.
Oh, so you know the Deadly Tribe. They've never done anything to us. So I've never had anything bad to them. So I see it as it's neutral grounds. Everyone goes on about how they are and how this is, and it's, you know.
What kind of stuff do they say?
I just about sort of being, some people say they're racist, some people say that they use codes, people say they do this and that, but I've never come across them to have a problem with. So we lead them to their own devices, they leave us to our own devices. So, and that's how we prefer to be, is neutral. You know, we don't really tend to want to help out everyone and then we expect everyone to help us out. We tend to, if someone's fighting, you know, a copycat crew like the Mongols or the Outlaws or, you know, a club like that, then we'll be happy to jump in and help you out. But when it comes down to, you know, any other club that is just, you know, their own club, we just prefer to leave people be.
I gotcha. Keep yourself
them
free
leave
from
us
the
be.
drama.
Yeah.
What is this?
I'm going with a hot pink bike. Why not?
Nice.
Really?
Enjoy your
Yeah,
BJ's
why not?
building jumper. Okay, so this is a building this is a jumping race.
Oh god.
This is gonna suck.
Oh boy.
At least you can't ride.
Oi!
No, definitely can't.
I'm not
Try and
that
keep-
bad.
That's why we try and keep her at the back with the tail gunner.
You need stabilizers.
Okay, maybe just a little bit.
Oh, there's a lamppost. Oh, that's it. I'm in the lamppost. Oh,
Oh crap. What?
Oh, I
You
know
got
this.
rest of the house.
Okay.
Oh, I'm stuck. Oh god, I'm stuck.
oh, you just hit me. No way.
Holy god.
Oh no.
What?
Well, this is different.
I don't understand this. Oh crap.
Oh no, Dirty's first.
Oh no.
Catch him up.
Where the
Oh,
fuck
why
am
would
I
you
going?
fruit and veg in the way?
Oh man, these turns are brutal.
I know.
Crap.
I really landed on the roller coaster track.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, sir.
Get out of the way,
No,
people.
I didn't. I got clothesline from it.
Oh, come on, bitch. Pardon my language. Mother... Are you effing kidding me right now?
That's what I feel right now.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
what? How do I get up out of here now?
What? Oh hell no.
Oh man, that's irritating. I got fancy and did a backflip on that last jump and it burned me.
Really?
It went
In the
bad, it went
water.
horribly bad.
Oh my goodness.
How am I still in second though? I just got wrecked.
Oh, I think I've crashed into
Wow,
every
all
single
these people.
lamppost.
What's the NPCs?
I don't know. I just keep hitting him.
I have to see them. Oh, their bodies right there? Oh crap. Wonder there's a stand there.
Oh my god, again?
Right in the water.
I see there's a sea there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, same.
Good grief. Oh crap.
Are you kidding me? Oh, I hate races.
Andy?
Fifth! What the?
That.
Oh man.
You might overtake me because I missed the
Oh,
checkpoint.
Everybody
You see,
blame
we-
the prospect.
We like
Whichever
to do
works
stuff
best.
that can just get your blood rate going a little bit.
Make me
A
rage,
little
trying to
bit.
make me curse on the stream.
Everybody blame the prospect.
He forgot to set it on
Sorry.
custom bikes. He said sorry.
So let me ask you this, guys. Who else would you like to see on the series In the Cut? What other kind of clubs or what other specific clubs would you be interested to see?
It is. I don't know because I'm looking at a few of the clubs out there. Like you say, we don't come across far too many of them. And the ones that we have seen is you've pretty much sort of you've already had them on here.
Yep.
So I know ones that you could potentially keep an eye out of is the Grimm Lords.
Okay.
Like I say, they're always with us. They're always supporting, and they're always trying to do their thing as well.
Yeah.
Doing a lot of support rides for any disasters that have happened, and yeah. But like you say, most of the MCs that have pretty much that most people have seen and have actually been around for a good while, pretty much mostly covered.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm trying to get over to Xbox to feature more of the clubs over there, but unfortunately, just streaming from Xbox is so bad. It's really it's not enjoyable for me, quite frankly, because I never know what the quality is gonna be. Like every time I've done one over there, I just have major problems, like constantly lagging out, the game shutting down, the audio just being awful. Like you just never know like how bad it's gonna be. So I'm a little bit leery of spending too much time trying to get them set up over there, just because the gaming console is so bad. But I would like to get over there and see more of those Xbox clubs. That's for sure. Mortis Reapers is one that I'm looking at, for example. But there's a number of them over there that I'd like to spend some more time with.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever play on Xbox One? Do you have any members over there, or are you just primarily PS4?
No, we've recently had a member go through some stuff, and he's had to fall back onto the PS3.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we've not ventured over to the Xbox yet. I'm planning on buying an Xbox One.
Yeah.
Meet up with a few of the old guys back from the 360 that have stayed on Xbox One. So, I'm hopefully maybe down the line maybe start something there, but like you say, it's sort of with a baby on the way now. It's getting hard to keep going with the whole staying on, being active, helping the guys out, and being there. It's like it takes a lot. And when I first set it up, most people don't understand. Some people do. Is it takes a lot to run an MC.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
So, and Mrs. is due next month. She's due in about 3-4 weeks, so it's one of them. So I'm like, baby, job, then the MC. They really want to set up a new console. I was like,
Oh man, congratulations though. That's amazing. Did you say this is your first child?
Yeah, first, yeah, baby boy.
Your whole life is about to change, man, in a way that I can't even, words I can't even describe to you. Like you think your life is about you, and you worry about what you want to do with your day and what you want to do with your life. And I'm telling you, man, like instantly overnight, it's all gonna change. Because like everything that you want instantly becomes secondary, and I mean that truly from like a practical standpoint. Like you can't even go out to dinner without figuring out like what you're gonna do about the baby first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
he's gonna look after the baby. Where's the baby gonna go?
Yeah, literally. Yeah, literally. Like you need a car seat. You gotta have diapers and bottles.
Exactly.
Or whatever. Like just.
Oh, let's go get this new game. Hold on a minute. Diapers first and everything else.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you'll be at work one day and your boss will be talking trash to you and be like, "Man, I don't need this job." And then you're like, "Actually, I do need this job."
Technically, my boss is my father-in-law.
Okay. Okay. Smart man. Either that or it's terrible.
No, it's actually really good. It was terrible to begin with. I'll admit that it was absolutely dreadful.
Yep.
Oh, because I unpacked. I met my missus in England, and then I moved over to Spain.
Okay.
Because that's where her dad was. Dad had his own business, so moved to Spain because we thought, well, one better way of living, more sun, and basically it's a job that no one can do, which is demolition.
Got you. So literally construction demolition, or like?
Yeah.
And large buildings, or like residential style? Or
no, just basically houses, so villas.
And how do you like Spain? Like, how did you get used? Did you get used to like eating at like 10 o'clock eating dinner at 10 o'clock at night?
I don't do that. I don't do that. I still eat. I still eat all the time. Start eating at 10 o'clock. No,
it's crazy though, isn't it?
Time.
Like they have such a different lifestyle clock than than other places. That was one thing I had a really hard time getting used to.
And you'll see in the restaurants, they're all packed with kids, families, and I'm thinking, it's 10 o'clock at night. I'm like ready to go to bed. Like, these are out there eating.
Yeah, very, very, very different culture. Very different culture.
Yeah, it's great though. It's something new experience, something to.
Yeah, definitely people who love to have fun and love to have like beautiful meals. And
they're so friendly all the time. They're saying, you know, saying hello.
Yeah.
Whereas back in England, you know, it was getting to the point where it was always dull. So pretty much everyone was turning dull.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The only time you got a hello was from the drunk person that was in the bar next to you.
Yeah, I like the thing.
Watch your left, Andy.
I like all of it. There's like a lot of like they love dancing and clubbing and like the nightlife and like Madrid is just amazing, like amazing.
Yeah, well I'm not far from Malaga.
Okay.
When on the way here, you drive through a place where it's literally people sort of passed out on the street.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I hope you get back to Spain someday.
Not better kill for shit in this game.
Wow, what the? Oh man, Serb eats. He eats big time.
Oh yeah, he does.
I'm still trying to get used to my new controller. This new controller that I'm working with is basically like an Xbox style controller. It's the size of an Xbox
I had to look at that.
It's, I do not, I mean, I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to it. There's some benefits to it. But like, wow, is it hard to get used to. Like, fighting is really difficult. The buttons, like, aren't right where you expect them to be.
Yeah.
You know? I've been playing with basically the same controller for like 4 years now. Actually, even longer. I mean, when you really think about it, going all the way back to PlayStation 1, like, the controllers haven't even changed that much, so now all of a sudden playing on a completely different platform, it's, yeah, it's definitely an adjustment.
Crossfire.
I
don't like it.
What do you guys got planned for Red Dead Redemption? Are you going to head over there en masse and spend most of your time over there as a crew, or
quite a lot? Yeah, quite a lot of us already said that we're getting it, so we will be crewing up on there, getting the wolves out on that. I just got PS2. Says I'm on a losing streak.
Spawns, have they put? No. Not yet. I can't find anybody to kill, so I'm going back.
Yeah, no, we've definitely thought that. Trading the Iron Stallion to the actual Stallion.
Yeah. Do any of you guys ride in real life, or you primarily just keep your motorcycles?
I do. As some people have recently seen, I've posted. The Wolves of Liberty is actually the club that I ride with in real life.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I wasn't aware of
that. Yeah. Recently posted up. Well, I did post up the patch.
Yeah.
So yeah, no. Ride a Harley Davidson Sportster, 1976.
Whoa! That's an old boy.
Yeah.
So 76 is that a panhead? What's 76? What motor is 76? I can't remember. That's an old one. That's 40 years old.
That was mine. I upgraded and got a 900cc in it.
Yep.
Yeah, I love it. Nothing better than the open road. So, at the moment, I'm currently looking at setting up a charter over there in Spain.
Okay.
So,
could be somebody to ride with daily.
Yeah. So,
I gotta get to the health packs. I'm in trouble. Man, I'm always showing up like 2 bullets too late for these kills.
Serb always gets me on the sneaky. He's just like, oh yeah, I'll sneak in here.
I usually forget to roll.
Oh, these level changes are so difficult, aren't they? like oh, I got his head right now, and then you like slide up a hill. You're like, no. Paths in the way you're gonna be. This must look like one of your job sites, wanted.
Yeah, it pretty much does, yeah. So that's what we do. We tear it down and then we basically do a whole refurb on it.
Yep.
So we build it to the specs of the way the client wants it.
Yep.
So it's good. It's interesting. It's nice to see the finished result.
Yeah.
Hard work. So because most of the villas over here are proper marble.
Yep.
Tiles. So you constantly have to lug all these marble tiles out, going up and down stairs and getting them all out of the house.
That's hard work right there.
Yeah. So that's if it's not a full demolition. So half of the time you just want a refurb. So you'd have to basically remove all the old...
Oh, you son of a... I can't even get my last shot.
remove all the old and put in the new. So it can be hard.
And the old in Spain is really old.
Oh yeah.
Wow, I'm lagging.
I noticed.
Oh, I unplugged my controller by accident.
I do that quite a lot.
Yeah, I just turned my chair and my foot caught it just right. I'm like getting all of these like down to one shot and then just watching the kills go away.
Oh,
that happens a lot every time we do a TDM.
No!
I got that last minute nice. Oh man, that was close.
Aw.
The buzzer beater. Nice work, Acadia. MVP. Wow, our team went on a tear. I'm like, why am I standing in the back? I thought my KD was pretty good. My KD's like 1.7, but I'm like, it was still way low on the rankings.
It was the effort that counted.
Gotcha.
It was the team support, you know. You got them down to the one hit, and
yeah.
Arcade, you took them.
That's right. That's right. Oh, that is awesome. Is that the end of the playlist?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It is indeed.
Well, listen, I gotta say, like I say, this was completely unexpected and spontaneous. We just decided to kind of throw it together at the last minute. So, again, I want to say a very sincere thank you to all of you guys. I really appreciate you taking time to hop on real quick and knock this out. I know it was a little bit crazy.
No, yeah, thank you very much as well. Any time really. We thought, because we were saying to each other, oh, it would be pretty cool if we get in that. And then when you mentioned it, I thought, well, usually we get people on, so I thought even a few's better than none. So
yeah, heck yeah. No, I really enjoyed it, and like I say, it was just a last minute kind of thing that we threw together. So it was pretty cool that we were able to get it done. I'm impressed with how fast you were able to rally the team and get them on board, get them on the game for it. Very cool.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I want to thank all you guys for coming out, and I hope that you enjoy thoroughly the rest of your weekend. And again, I'll post links to your website, and your Instagrams, and all of that kind of stuff in the description of the video. Once I'm able to get it up, it may take me a while. Sometimes I have to go back through and edit them and that sort of thing. But hopefully it turns out well for you. And the people who watch today, if they're interested in joining a crew like yours, hopefully they'll follow those links and you'll be able to get some maybe some new members from it. That's what it's been good for. Some of the other clubs that have participated. So
sounds fantastic. Thank you.
Heck yeah. And again, once we wrap up, we'll go grab a picture real quick, and and then I'll release you guys for the rest of the weekend. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Awesome.
The missus will be happy.
Hell yeah. So for everybody who watched today, I want to thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys. I see that we have Lord Tone out there moderating. I didn't see if Mama Snuggles came through, but I see Unknown Legend. I see Kit. I see Michelle there moderating. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys holding it down in the chat, making sure that we keep that chat high quality. And for all the clubs who watched today, I hope you like seeing different types of clubs on the series. I mean, obviously we've had a number of 1% clubs. We've had some 99%. We have 99% clubs. We had a mafia crew. So trying to give a little bit of variety and different perspectives. Obviously, the community that we're in is very diverse. So in selecting these guys, I really wanted to show, a club that has kind of their own way of approaching the game, and give you guys a chance to check them out. So I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you very much. And I hope you'll hit that subscription button and turn on your notifications so you can see the next time we do one of these. And with that, I am out of here. I wish you all a wonderful and safe weekend. Thanks again, Wolves of Liberty. Appreciate you guys. Very nice of you.
Thank you very much.
Ending the stream in 3, 2, 1.